Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Chanarant Podcast. My name is Josh. With me is my co-host, Mr. Andy Fusco.
That's me.
And if you didn't know, I'm here to let you know that this is an explicit show, so you have 5 seconds to listen to something else. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fuck you.
Fuck
Fuck you.
across the internet.
Do we get taken down for swearing? I don't remember.
I don't think so. I did check the box that says this is made for 18 and over.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's fair.
Because then people have to at least sign into their YouTube account if they're trying to get me fired. So real quick, welcome back. The return,
Back,
I
everybody.
suppose. Yeah, it's good to be here. You can
Is it
like
though?
us on
Is it
Facebook.
really?
You can like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or if you're Australian, Snapchat. You can review the show, send us in reviews, and we'll send you a treat or a goodie. And become a patron. Patreon.com/Chanarant. Check out the store, chanarant.com. All the stuff that I used to say 5 months ago.
Yeah. If you really want to know all the things, just go listen to all that stuff.
Go
I'm
listen
sure
to an old epi. I'll start just copy pasting. I'll start copy pasting old clean shaven Josh into the beginning of this. I mean, not Josh because there's no Josh now.
New Nevada hick, Josh.
Well, Josh is dead. There's only Mac. Josh quit the podcast. Mac returned. That way, he's less searchable to authorities.
I see. Is that how it works? Okay, good to know.
So, how have you been, Fusco?
Been pretty good, man. How have you been?
Busy.
I mean, I've got a lot to bitch about, but we'll get to that. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm
But,
sure we
I
will.
think-
I figure we'll get into some life checks. We already got through the fact that I'm the new host, Mac. The old host, Josh, died in a tragic
yes,
Bronco accident somewhere in the desert.
Yeah, I'm dying to find out how that trip went. Driving a piece of shit car across 10 hours of desert.
Good times abound. But real quick, you mentioned earlier on that you have a new favorite whiskey.
Oh, yeah, the big news is, well, I mean, you know this, but we haven't done a show in a long time. So this is the whiskey I'm drinking these days. It's the Paddy Irish whiskey. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking out there, Internet. Paddy? What the fuck? Look at this. Look at this bottle even, right? I know you're thinking, oh, Fuss going off the deep end. He's buying cheap liquor.
I
And
mean,
you're right,
that
it
wouldn't
is
be
cheap.
that wouldn't be off the deep end for you. That's just the end.
No, that's just
It's just a normal
But, so I was out at St. Patrick's Day this year, and one of the places I played, this is, well, God, almost a year ago now. It's been forever. But one of the places I played had, the hot chicks handing out shit.
Mhm.
And one of the whiskeys they were promoting was just Paddy's Irish whiskey. And it won some awards, blah, 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 blah. It's cheaper than Jameson. So I was like, all right, I'm an alcoholic. I'll try it.
You had
And,
me at cheaper than Jameson.
Exactly. And it was fantastic. So, and fortunately for me, it is a whiskey that it's not carried everywhere, but it is carried at our old favorite bar, the old Hundreds Tavern.
Oh, lovely.
And so they have it there. And then I bought this the other day at the liquor store. I was like, oh, they've got it. You can't find it everywhere. But
Wait,
it's fantastic.
you bought whiskey with your own money? You didn't coerce a student or beer boy or a bandmate or
this is my own money. Well, fortunately, I played a gig yesterday and I had cash in my wallet. So I went to the
dangerous way
liquor
to
store.
walk into a liquor store.
Absolutely. So I bought some Paddy's Irish whiskey, and for the high stuff, I don't know if anybody knows this, but I have a girlfriend, and she's from Peru, and I bought her some Peruvian liquor because she likes this stuff called shit. You would know what the hell is it called?
Oh, are you thinking of cachaça?
Oh, pisco.
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 Okay. Pisco.
Yeah, which we've had a few times, and it's fantastic. If you've never had it, I highly recommend it. But yeah, cachaça. They also had that, which is I think is Brazilian because they were pointed that out. It was like, well, would you like to try this? I'm like, no, I'm looking specifically for pisco. Like,
Also-
it's Peruvian.
Also, when you run into the old Peruvian woman with more mustache than Fusco or I have, a few shots of Pisco.
Wait, you're gonna talk to you're saying that's my girlfriend?
Oh no, your girlfriend's hot. I still don't know. I keep thinking that if
Oh,
I
I'm gonna tell her
say,
you said that. I want to tell her you said that.
I keep thinking that if I like catch her at the next time I'm in town and I say nutmeg, she's gonna like snap out of it and be like, "Wait, huh? What happened?"
No, don't give her it. Don't. Yeah,
What's
don't do that.
what's the anti-hypnosis word that you used? How do you break the spell, Fusco?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you.
So, how's the bagpiping world? I have been tuned out.
To be honest, I have, for the most part, other than I have to play stuff. I hear some things. I hear somebody won something somewhere. We might have to ask the audience.
Oh.
They would probably know more than we do.
Well, that's because you listen to the Big Rab Show, so you know everybody that won every contest.
Yeah, if you really want to know anything useful, go to Big Rab Show.
Hey, the grade 2 or the grade 7 finalist from behind the Tesco was. At this point, they're just holding fucking contests anywhere that'll have them.
Yeah, apparently, or not. I guess
or
they're
not
going to have many next year. Oh, I don't know if you heard that. I'm sure you've seen that. So they're. Who knows if it's final? Things are changing fast. You know how things change fast in the bagpipe world.
Well, especially once everyone starts bitching. It's like every year RSPBA is like, well, what if we did no events but still charged money?
Exactly. Yeah,
and that's a great business model. I mean, that was the business model we adopted for Patreon for the past 4 months. What if we did no shows? What if we did no shows and just keep taking your money anyway? We're like a gym membership that you never use.
That's brilliant. We are the RSPBA of.
We're the RSPBA of Podcasts. Oh fuck! All right. Well, episode title.
Write that one down. We'll take your money and put on no events.
Yeah, we're the Gold's Gym of podcasts. Like, we're gonna take your money knowing you're never gonna show up.
If you're one of those people, give us a thumbs up in the chat.
Get in that chat and just spam thumbs up if you
do nothing.
If you've lost $5 a month for a bunch of jackasses that haven't been doing any content.
That's right. We're back now. Who knows when the next one will be? But we're gonna try.
We'll do it at least annually. Ray in the chat, down $5 for this, down to one of the 3.
You're about right, Ray. We lost about half our followers. Yeah.
So speaking of the bagpiping world, as we're catching up and doing life checks, how was the Celtic Thanksgiving concert? I was very unfortunate to miss it. I figured Kelly would have just live streamed the whole thing on Facebook.
Yeah, she didn't do it at all, did she?
I haven't seen pictures. I haven't seen Instagram posts.
We did put up phones on tripods, so we do have a couple angles. But it went fine. It was perfectly okay.
Perfectly okay is good.
It was a smaller venue. It was a small band, less acts, no comedy, almost no singing, but and it was a lot more playing. So this is the one regret that I had, and that I realized as we were walking up to start playing, because I'm looking at the list that I hand drew out of our set list about an hour before we went live. Of like, oh,
sounds about right.
Let's do this. I'm like, holy shit, we're playing a lot with almost no breaks because it's basically only us. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I mean, remember how daunting it was even when we had other acts?
Well, at least we had breaks, but it was still chaos. It was like running around and trying to get back in place for the next thing and all that. We didn't even bother. Like, if we weren't playing, we just stood to the side and let the dancers dance on the stage because we were down in front of the stage. And then we just like, all right, I guess we'll just sort of reform and play again. It was super, super not formal at all. Unlike the previous concerts, which were very
they were productions. I mean, they were full on
productions. Yeah,
productions. Well, I'll try to get the video from the concert year with Isla, get that done before we have to start releasing.
Oh, do we actually have that?
I found it all.
Actual real footage?
I found it all.
I was wondering where that went to. I didn't even remember if we recorded it. Who did it?
So we did your Zoom Q4N camera. I think we did that as the wide shot, and then Court actually used my camera and filmed from the front row the whole time.
Oh, cool. Okay.
We had Court's first video gig, and she found out about it maybe 10 minutes before. And I was like,
and she didn't even get a tripod. She had to hold the fucking thing.
No, she had a tripod.
Oh, okay.
I think. It might have been. It might have been handheld. I think no. I put it on a tripod. But it was so funny. She's like, "Oh my god, you reserved a seat for me, right in the front row, right in the middle." I'm like, "Yep, here's your camera."
Guess what? Nothing's free in this life, babe.
Here's how to film here's how to use a Sony camera in about, I think she had about a 5-minute course on how to use the thing, and keeping in mind that every single person, and this is a caveat for when the footage eventually comes out, everyone has to keep in mind that every single person that performed in that concert was somewhere between throwing up from hangovers or still drunk.
Oh, that was the one where the kids from the north came and all that, right?
That was the one where everyone came down, and then we hung out at my house the night before.
Oh, right. Yes.
And just raged. I mean, it was brutal.
What was that 2 years ago?
I think that was 2. No, that would have been
2020, right?
Yeah, because it was pre-pandemic, right?
It would have been 2019, but
I think it was 2019.
Right?
Yeah, it was a while.
I can't remember. I don't know. Somebody will tell us. Matt's in the chat. He probably remembers.
Matt was there. He's probably the only person that remembers.
Right, exactly. Although was he the one that threw up? No, who was that?
No, Eric. Eric Evenhouse almost didn't make it to the concert.
That's right. That's what it was.
Yeah. Eric the Clown Evenhouse was like calling his friend Ralph on the big white telephone at 4:00 in the morning the day of the show. He's like, I almost didn't come. I had to go. I got there late because I had to bring a bunch of like guitars and shit. And then I showed up, and like Eric and Thea are in full regalia, laying on the floor backstage and like by the green rooms, like trying to kind of practice their medley.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, how you guys doing? Are you okay? And like, Isla was hanging so bad. She had like one Coors Light, or she had some like light beer that I think took her the entire concert to finish. She was like walking around looking real cool, like drinking her beer and like tuning pipes. And every time it was just me and her, she was like, I'm a fucking book.
Oh, yeah. That was a good time. Matt says it was the year coming out of Corona, so it must have been 2021. So it must have been 2 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, everyone died a little on the inside. And if you see the bollocks and fiddle bit, so I looked through some of the footage. I was reviewing it.
Oh God!
It's easily.
What song do we do?
We did. Oh God! I have to look it up.
What song did the boys do? I mean, it wasn't us. I don't know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, the Bollocks and Fiddle Boys. I could actually probably look it up. Give me one sec. I don't have it on the production laptop, but I might have it. So it is 2021. Let me see what I have for tights. You actually might be able to hear it through my microphone on my. I have 2 laptops going right now. Sorry, guys.
I remember the Bollocks and Fiddle Boys brought in a girl this year.
Yeah, they did finally. I mean, she also looked like she was about to throw up.
Oh, that was a rough day. Thank God that was over.
Okay,
I think that's why we never did one last year. I still hadn't recovered yet.
Oh yeah, so we did Northwest Passage. I mean, they did Northwest Passage not very well.
Oh, I can imagine.
That might have to go out on. That might have to go on the Chin Ramp Patreon only.
It's so bad.
It's pretty bad.
Is it? Well, I haven't heard it since, and because
I'm looking at the thumbnail. I'm looking at the thumbnail, and I forgot Joe had 2 costume changes.
Oh, was this year Joe was there too?
Yeah, Joe was there. He's in this thumbnail. He's in his full tartan suit.
Tartan suit, which is amazing. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this was a year. I won't say it was a good year or a bad year, but it was a year.
Oh, we went big, and then we went home.
Yeah, thank God. I remember that was probably the least I ever drank at a Celtic Thanksgiving after party. I think I had like 1 Guinness, and like I think we maybe had a round of shots, and I barely kept it down.
Yeah, you left from the party early, from what I remember too.
Well, I went with the girls because the girls wanted to go get tattoos.
Right, that's right. Yeah. What was the night where Isla threw up in the bathroom of that? Was that?
That was that night. That was the after party night. Yeah, so we went down to the Arts District because Court and Steph and Isla wanted to get tattoos. And like super late night drunk tattoos. And I'm like, well, there's really only one place to do it. You got to go to the place next to Rebar. And so we went down there.
Did they do it?
And there was a gas leak. So every business on the entire street was closed.
That's right. I remember that.
And
Yep.
so we
Okay.
walked down to our neighbor's bar down at Silver Stamp, and like we're just like having beers and shooting the shit. And Court got Isla to take Underberg, which
Yep.
if you haven't had it before, she had a, let's just say it's one of those things where if you're hurting, it's either gonna fix you or it's gonna fuck you.
I've done it. Sucks.
And so she slammed an Underberg with Courtney and like beeline to the bathroom.
Felt bad for her. We broke her. She didn't think it was possible, but we broke her.
Well,
Nobody
I
thinks
mean,
it's possible.
I blame Court. You get drunk Court, and it's dangerous, especially around other girls. And I've seen her take down grown men as well with like, oh, you want to drink? Then we're gonna fucking drink.
Yeah, that was a good year.
It was good
It was
times.
a very good year.
Oh, the year. Oh, what a year. But
So
yeah,
yeah. So
so
the concert went good this year. It was fine, and we'll maybe see footage of it someday. Whatever I decide to put out. We did this cool Wicked Tinkers thing with Tim on percussion, doing fucking cajon and bongos and fucking all kinds of shit.
all simultaneously. I'm pretty sure he has 4 arms, or he's just
Like
like
we let him do it. Then we we did a breakdown where he did a solo, like a drum solo for like a good. It was probably a good 4 minutes or something of just him
Just kill
fucking
time.
fucking off. It was great. It was like, Tim, just keep going until I tell you we got to get to an hour. So I'll keep an eye on the watch. And this is like our second to last set other than Scott and Brave. So I'm like, if we're running early, like I'm gonna let the solo go long. He's like, all right, whatever.
I'm pretty
But
sure
we were okay on time.
I'm pretty sure that's like I'm pretty sure that's the mentality behind when the Tinkers have like CJ do his like ambient soundscape bit. Like, have you seen that where he's got like the pedal and he starts looping the pedal with the didgeridoo?
Oh, yes.
He's like,
Yeah.
and he like ends it with like the dubstep didgeridoo thing. And that's like an 8-minute fucking track.
It's a great way to kill time.
Yeah, it's just like sitting there. It's like Aaron's just like, well, I don't really want to play anymore. It's only a 30-minute
Sort of-
set. This last third's
sort
all
of-
you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sick of this nonsense. Go ahead and kill some.
Yeah, go out there and jerk off your didgeridoo for 8 minutes.
Oh, it's fantastic. So we did that, and that worked out great. So, yeah, it went fine. We it was smaller. The Irish dancers were there, Tara and her crew. They were fantastic as usual, and
They just never
I can't
they never
say the
fuck
name
it
of
up.
her dance school, so I'm not going to attempt it.
It's
Skull
the-
Rod, they give blah, 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 something in Irish. I don't know.
Skoil, I had to learn it. It's like Skoil Rinka Niriata. It's like
there you
Rinka
go.
Niriata, I believe is how you say the end of it. Because Angel and I had to practice it 700 times. Because he emceed
Graham was
the
our
Highland
MC
Games.
this year, that fucking drunken Irishman, and
You gave Graham a
we were like-
microphone?
I know we were a little anxious. Kelly was very anxious about it. I'm okay. She's like, so at one point in the middle of the show, Graham starts to tell a joke. He's like, a priest, a rabbi, and a whatever go into a bar or something like that. He starts off, and Kelly's like, no. And Graham just full barrels ahead. And it was a perfectly clean joke, but she was like scared to shit that he was going to like say something terrible.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he held it together. He didn't even swear. It was great. He did,
Which
all
is
right.
not-
And then he had
Not very
to learn how
Graham.
to say the name. No, not at all. I was shocked, but he did have to learn how to say the name of the
Usually-
Irish dance.
Usually you hand Graham a microphone and he's like, so a black, a pedophile, and Hamas all walk into a preschool. And you're like, no!
He would not, but
No!
he wouldn't say a black. He would say something
He would
really
say
terrible.
something worse.
Yeah,
He's
so
like, no, Graham, no, wave off.
no, and good luck getting him off.
Dude, I learned
So,
that
yeah.
lesson. I learned that lesson at the Vegas games with the fucking doc.
Oh God.
I was like,
God.
someone killed his mic. Kill the mic.
Oh boy.
Well, I
That
told
was-
you. I
that
told
was-
you. I talked to you about the conversation he had with me at the 9/11 event when we did the downtown with the firefighters and the cops.
You mean the like 3-hour conversation? Oh no, that was with his wife. No, I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah,
probably did,
if
but
it was a 3-hour conversation about how important they are, then it was with his significant other,
You probably did, but I have different
who
stories, so
who
go
I
ahead and tell me
still
again.
who is still quite lovely. She's like, yeah, we can invite you guys out to do this, and like you should come when we go to do this. And I'm like, I would love to go. I would love to go to a social engagement with you two because I think it would be fun as hell.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, like I think just like a casual social engagement, which for them is like rooftop bar at Mandalay Bay or some shit.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm
I
like,
wonder if he still has a membership to that place. I haven't heard about it.
but I'm just like, yeah,
Actually,
like as a matter of fact, I would like to come hang out with you guys because you're just interesting people, man.
yeah.
But no, so he talked to me and he's like, hey, because the first thing he said to me, we did the whole gig. He's drum majoring, and the first thing they didn't say a word to me. And then we get to the bar after the 9/11 gig, and like we're hanging out and we're having beers and doing whatever. And he's like, he walks up and he's just like, hey, so are we still friends? And I was like, yeah, like we're still friends, man. Like, it's just he's like, well, because like the games and blah blah blah, and it got a little out of hand. And I'm like, buddy, you just touched the stove and got burned. That's all. Like, it's you. It's not the end of the world. Like, yeah, I've known you since I was like 12. We're still friends.
We knew this was probably going to happen.
Me having to reprimand you for doing something stupid does not end our friendship immediately. Otherwise, Fusco and I would have stopped being friends when I was like 13 years old. I was like, yeah, man, like we're fine. He's like, okay, good, like blah blah blah. He's like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to MC again next year. He's like, no, I don't think you will either, but you should come. I was like, it's like, come sit in the VIP tent and drink beer, have a good time. Like,
yeah, like I don't know. He wants to do well. I mean, he can like be on the microphone, I suppose, but
he does. Yeah,
like you could just go and enjoy it and not have to do anything.
I'm trying so hard to get to that place, and I can't. Like, I cannot get there. Not out of me like refusing to let go. I've let go so much, and I still have to help, which is a pain in the ass. This kind of gets into, I don't know if you have the show notes, but I had a bit about this. I thought about this morning, and I was like, man, I think that I've gone from being like an active festival organizer and like that getting me from 6 to midnight, that being what gets my rocks off. Like, I think I'm a Highland Games cuck now. Like,
what do you mean by that?
I just want to watch someone else do the Highland Games.
Okay.
Like that's gonna be what gets me off. Like, not doing it and watching someone else do it, and I'd be like, oh yeah, you stock that beer show. Ooh, you zip tie those banners. Like,
yeah, that sounds right.
Oh yeah,
I think you'll enjoy it better.
You organize my festival so hard. But it's tricky because it's such a clusterfuck, and I get people asking me questions like, "Hey, like, who did we file our tax return documents in 2004 with?" I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like,
look up the treasurer in 2004 and ask them.
Yeah. Or just start over. I tell them all the time. I'm like, guys, it's a nonprofit with high turnover. Just start over.
Yeah,
you don't need to know.
That's normal.
You don't need to know what we paid for porta potties in 2010 because it doesn't fucking matter anymore. Like,
do the research. Start over here.
It's a non-starter. The company's probably different. The pricing's different. The park is different. The number that we need is different. Just wipe the slate clean. Pretend like this is the first time that it's ever happened and go from there. Like, but so many people refuse to. I mean, I had this in the meeting. We're like, oh, well, I don't want to get any fence bids until I know what all the bids we got last year were. So it's just like, I don't want to do anything until someone else does something. I'm like, how does that stop you from making a phone call? Well, I don't know how much we need. Do what I do. I literally went in Google Earth and draw the measurement around the area that I wanted fence for. And I said, it's approximately this. That's how much I need. Like, there's just no initiative, man. But it's the same in band shit. I mean, in the band world, there's no fucking initiative for anything.
And all things, to be honest. But
it's just, yes. There's my old guy rant.
There you go.
Where's the next generation of Josh McEcherns, man? They were supposed to take over by now. I'm 33 years old. There's a 23-year-old version of me that thought after a decade he'd be good. He could like ease off the throttle.
I guess we'll find out in March or April. We'll see who steps up. I'll look around for the next you.
I was thinking about that with the concert too. I was like, man, remember when we like did the intro videos and like we like fucking kicked ass on the YouTube channel and all that stuff? I'm like, someone else was supposed to eventually want to do stuff. It's pandas. We're back to panda syndrome. Nobody wants to fuck to save the species.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's just people aren't as crazy with that.
Yeah, but
Which reminds me, I just noticed somebody recently shared one of the old concert intro videos out of nowhere, and it was like 7 years old, and it was like, I got a Facebook notification. I barely check it on the on the band, right? And it was like it wasn't, I don't remember which one. It was the one, I was coming back from Ireland with the special effects and the airplane loop
with the plane.
And some random guy shared it like a week ago for no reason. I'm like, oh, okay. So I guess people are still watching this shit.
Remember when we thought how that was kind of last minute back then? And then we did the Terminator bit in my living room, which has never seen the light of day.
I was gonna say, where did
I don't think it. I think it got showed at the concert and never posted.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, that's right. What was the concept? Going back in time to fix the concert or something?
No. The concept was I came to present time from the future because you and I couldn't come up with an idea for a concert video, so it was way too meta.
Oh, that's right.
Like it opened with us sitting at my old shitty dining room table drinking whiskey, and it's like, oh no, like we don't have an idea for the concert video. What are we gonna do? And then future Josh appears, having come back in time to that moment to give you an idea for a concert video, even though that was the concert video.
Right.
it was half cocked.
Very, very Bill and Ted. Very Terminator.
Yeah. That was the one.
Great. We should have used it for this year.
We had it for the. Well, remember we had some practical effects in that one too. That was the one where. That was the one where
a smoke bomb in your house, right?
Yeah, so we're like, fuck, we need smoke effects to cover the visual effects because the idea was I was going to appear in an orb in my underpants, which doesn't look great, by the way. I'm a pasty white guy.
Which you did, yeah.
Yeah, anything for the bit. I mean, you know how it goes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, like I appear in the ball in my underpants, and there's smoke clearing, and we didn't have anything to make smoke with, so we got the fire extinguisher out of my kitchen.
Oh, that's right.
and we had Fusco blast me with the fire extinguisher.
That's right. I forgot all about that.
I think.
Did you have that somewhere? We must.
I think the raw footage. I think the raw footage is on a dead hard drive, unfortunately. But I might have the edited version somewhere. Yeah, I had a spinning hard drive die, and I lost so much old stuff on it. But yeah, that was one of the dumber things. Because I remember you're just like you want me to shoot you with a fire extinguisher inside the house? I'm like, yeah, like it's fine. We'll clean it up. And he's like, isn't it like poisonous? I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to breathe. I had to like go take a shower. I'm like, it's getting a little itchy. It's getting a little burny.
Yeah, with like that dry white stuff. I don't even know what the hell it is, but yeah.
Yeah, I think we told Fireman Bill that story, and he's like, you shouldn't do that. That's really dangerous.
I'm surprised he wasn't there to help.
Yeah, right. We could. Well, if he was there, he would have told us not to do it.
Not to do it. Yeah. That's right. That's probably why we didn't.
Sometimes you just got to ask forgiveness, not permission. So the only other thing I had in news and updates is this hilarious story, and I think we have an email about it as well. So this is our good friend, longtime friend of the show, Ryan, who is apparently looking for love on Facebook.
Oh, I don't know anything about this.
Have you not seen this at all?
I don't think so.
Oh God, can someone in the chat link us the original posts? Because I know some of you guys are in that bagpipe sheet music Facebook group. Oh my God, I can't believe you haven't seen it.
I remember him pissing people off.
No, this was him. This was like a diatribe about him trying to find a girlfriend.
Oh no, I'm completely unaware. Okay.
Oh, I wish that I
might be in that group.
I am in the group because he doesn't. I don't think he knows who I am yet. Okay, so she said someone put it in Discord. Let me see if I can find it. Also, if you haven't joined the Chanarant Discord and you're listening right now, you really should. It is good fun.
I don't know if our people even know what Discord is.
I mean, it's active enough. It's mostly just Rob posting pictures of his guns or his cigars.
Cigars or something. That's why I stopped. I'm like, I don't care, Rob. I don't care about your cigars.
Oh, fuck, I got it. Okay, it is in the Discord. Okay, so this was a post. This says 4 hours ago, so I don't know the actual date of the post. But this is from your good friend and legal combatant.
Yep.
Expressing gratitude and seeking a connection. I'll add in some romantic music here. Don't worry, guys. I'll add it in on the audio version of the podcast. Expressing gratitude and seeking a connection. Hello, fellow members of the Bagpipe Sheet Music and Tune Share. I hope this message finds you all in high spirits and enjoying the wonderful world of bagpipe music. As we continue to grow and thrive as a community, I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you. Your dedication and passion for bagpipe music have made this group nothing short of amazing. I'm going to skip ahead because this is all boring. Now that I write this letter, I would also like to take a leap of faith and be vulnerable with all of you. I'm currently single and would be remiss not to seize this opportunity. If there are any charming, intelligent ladies out there in search of a bagpipe guy, I would be more than honored to be considered. While this may seem unconventional in our usual group conversations, what better way to connect than through our shared passion for the bagpipes? It's through music that we express ourselves, blah, 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 blah. Of course, this plea for companionship does not overshadow the appreciation I have for every one of you. You've all played a pivotal role. So basically, it's a great long read, and I don't think this picture has all of it, unfortunately. But it's a picture of the guy sitting in his truck, basically saying, hey, if you're in this group, I'm single.
Picture of his truck? Like, is he a truck guy? I don't remember him being
it looks like a van, or he's in an Uber.
I think he
I'm
lives
not
in a
entirely
van
sure.
down by the river, I'm pretty sure.
So I think Lex shared this first in November, and we were fucking dying.
Boy, that's funny.
And then people went into the comments section, because mind you, he manages this group. Right. So people went into the comments section like, I'm pretty sure this goes against the discussion rules.
I think it's his group, though.
It is, but it's funny when an admin does it and you call them out.
Right.
Yeah. You're like, I'm pretty sure this post by the admin goes against the rules of the group.
I know there's been a lot of drama with him and like people getting, I don't remember what it was. He was throwing people out of the group, or I don't remember what it was, but there was a bunch of drama. But this is news to me, but it's all noise at this point. Anytime I see anything related to him, it goes over my head. I don't even think about it, but that's a good one.
Yeah, it's just like, if there's any smart, intelligent women looking for a bagpipe guy, let me groom you.
There's smart, intelligent, beautiful women that would like somebody completely insane.
Yeah. Also, if there's any smart, intelligent women with a clozapam prescription, that would be incredibly helpful right now.
If you like guys with their eyes too close together, I'm your man.
I think he might have deleted it. I don't see it anymore.
I'm sure that was a regretful post. That's something that, well, I wouldn't do it. I don't think I'd do it these days, but maybe when I was single.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's deleted. Hopefully somebody captured the whole thing, because I think it got deleted. Because yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
Well, maybe Lex got it if it was posted by him. Maybe he's got it, the whole thing somewhere. But
yeah,
that's fantastic. So I guess we should try to help Ryan out. If you are a Chanaraner and you like bagpipes, and you obviously like insane people because you're listening to us, maybe you're into Ryan.
If you're into some mediocre bagpiping and missionary only sex, feel free to reach out to the Bagpipe Sheet Music Group at chanaran@gmail.com.
I do remember Ryan was Mormon, so he's probably really good at sex.
I mean, as they all are.
As all those Mormons are, yeah.
Everyone's like, you know what, I really need to get reamed out. Let me get a Mormon. Although Mormon women are pretty goddamn crazy.
Yeah, they're crazy but controlled. They're controlled crazy, in my experience. Versus those Catholic chicks, they're just fucking off. They're just loons.
Well, it's because you have to be. Religion is like the first time you use a butt plug, right? You just gotta kind of breathe and let it happen.
I will take your advice on that. I have never tried a butt plug. I have been offered. I have had somebody say they'd like to do that to me, and I'd be like,
yeah, but Graham was drunk at the time.
Maybe next time. Then it's always maybe next time.
Joe Brady had a few.
Usually happens at Winter Storm when, yeah.
He's like,
Somebody from Wigan District is floating around.
Let's go bend over. I've got the new McClellan Classic profile to show you.
The McClellan butt plug. It's the shape of a bass drone out the other side.
I did. I shared messages with, I want to say it was Brian, because he just doing like wood turning and making some pipes and things like that. And I was like, dude,
yeah, okay.
And I think he was the one that did the bottle openers. Brian, I know you're gonna absolutely light me up on message later for
he did the drone bottle openers.
But he did the drone bottle openers, and I sent him a message. I was like, dude, why don't you do drone weed pipes? Like, you just do a drone, you do a little bowl.
Yeah.
Like,
that'd probably be a pretty good seller, I would think.
And then go to Costa Mesa, and you'll sell all of them to the City of Angels pipe band. Hell, you might sell the butt plugs too.
Oh, yeah. There's some takers for that. There's a few bands that would be takers on that.
I'm pretty sure all the Mormon bands would be takers for butt plugs.
Can you imagine? Endorsed by Wasatch District, the new bass drone butt plug.
I think this is more of a McClellan project, because you want it to be synthetic. So you could get an authentic Delrin lined synthetic butt plug that you could just put in the dishwasher.
Cork lined, but Delrin on the outside and cork on the inside.
It's got a Melvin Reed in it, so if you fart, it produces tone.
Oh, God almighty.
There go our sponsorships for this episode. I don't think we have any. I don't think we have any sponsors anymore. So no sponsor reads. Get fucked.
Yeah, we can say anything we want again. We don't have to be. Well, not that we ever did, I suppose. But
well, Mac can say anything he wants now that Josh is dead and not searchable.
Right. Exactly.
So I have some emails.
Yeah, we got a couple of those.
I don't remember if we did Ryan's, even though it was from July. So I'm just going to read it as a safety measure. Yeah. And someone will say you already read that, you drunk bastard, and I'll say, fuck you, start your own podcast.
Right. We can do whatever we want.
So Ryan sent this back in September. And he said, Josh, Andy, your dick jokes finally made me open up my wallet to you two fuckers. You guys always give me a laugh listening to the podcasts. Currently listening to them all from back to front. We definitely read this because we said that's a horrible idea. You should see a shrink if you listen to all of them from back to front. So that the show can get...
he is now. I think he mentions it later.
Yeah. Oh, currently listening to them all from back to front. So that the show can get progressively shittier as I go. Wait till you get to this one, bud. But I can't wait to hear all the dick jokes I have missed. I'm currently a piper in a grade 3B band. And I don't want to say in case my pipe major is listening. And you guys bring a good laugh to the piping scene. So have fun spending this hard-earned cash on booze. And I'll tune into the live podcast while I'm working. One of the benefits of night shift, I suppose. Have a drink to get my first live stream kicked off. And please and thank you. And when you're next over, I'll return the favor in the beer tent when I see you. All the best, guys. P.S. I now have 3 brain cells left. Thanks, guys. So I think that was the update. That he's now.
I looked up Brian on Facebook, and I can tell you the name of his band if you'd like.
Just give him the view from under the bus.
I'm just Googling him, and all right, I see. Okay.
But what's his OnlyFans? That's what we really need to know.
Boy, he's got some incriminating pictures on here. We should use this against him. So when he listens to this in a year or so, then he'll be very scared right now, wondering what I'm about to do.
And that's when we reveal that his band is Inverary. I don't know. I just guessed. Let's just always say, no, we're just always going to say it's Inverary.
Yeah, we'll just always use that. Why not? They can handle it. But he is from Scotland, so there's that.
So this is in relation to the searching for love on Facebook story that we just kind of talked about a little bit. And this is an email from one of our good friends that says, "Boys, that is the loneliest shit I've seen on the internet in a good while. I refuse to follow a Facebook link for more of whatever that was. In 30 years of playing, I've never fucking heard of whatever resource this person is going on about, and I have honestly not encountered something that makes me want to quit so hard as when everyone was sending me snake charmer videos because it's another girl who plays the bagpipes. Anyhow, hope y'all are doing well south of the border. Keep your stick on the ice, and maybe one of these years, a pile of us Pacific Northwesterners will crash the Vegas games. The formerly green-haired Lady Piper of the North."
Yes. When this email came in and I did see it, I was like, "What the hell is she on about?" Because I didn't know.
You didn't know the backstory. Yeah, we had to get to the backstory first.
Like, I thought she was saying, like, "Oh, I'm sick of seeing the snake charm." I'm like, "All right, fair enough." I bitched the same thing. Now I get it. Okay. It's like the loneliest shit I've seen on the internet. Okay.
So this email,
I know where you're going next.
This email
I'm following along with you.
This email is simply titled #Fusco Blackout Selfie. And we all have them, and I would encourage us to make that a thing.
Oh, I've got a couple.
I'm about to say, if you have Fusco Blackout selfies, please send them to chanaran@gmail.com. I will start uploading some of mine.
Yeah, we'll post them, and we'll hashtag Fusco Blackout Selfie, and
internet fame. We'll be just as famous as Allie the Piper one day.
If only.
Actually, someone send me the Allie the Piper blackout selfie, or the Snake Charmer Piper blackout selfie. I'm going to see those.
And hopefully they're not like diddling pictures, but so
don't do any.
We're not any
diddling.
Diddle anybody. Unless you're Brad and it's me and I'm blacked out, then diddle away, Brad. But
well, it's kind of the same rules as the Discord. Like if you get in the Discord server, the first thing we say is, "Hey, don't be an asshole to anyone except for Josh and Andy."
Or well, you can be an asshole to Brad. I'll allow that.
You can be an asshole to
Beer Boy, Brad.
Yeah, you can be an asshole to Beer Boy. That's his kink.
Yeah, that's what he wants you to treat him bad. He likes it that way.
You just have to keep in mind when you are mean to Beer Boy on the internet, he's aroused.
Yep.
So this one's from our friend Brandon. Hello, Josh and Andy. It was great to visit Las Vegas several weeks ago. I somehow found myself at Graham's house so this was during the Graham episode, which had one of the best titles I've ever written.
What was the title?
Why is this milk so salty? It's not God is a T-Rex. That's still my best work.
That was a good one.
But yeah, so it's I somehow found myself at Graham's house with you two recording an episode, although not my favorite type of sausage party. It was still pretty neat seeing how the Chanarant sausage is made, which is a clusterfuck. If you've ever been to a live recording, you know. Yep. Also, MLK is a lovely human being. I look forward to competing against Andy in solos next year. He better be practicing. #Fusco Blackout Selfie. And I can't tell where you are in this one.
This is Kelly's couch.
Oh, this is Kelly's?
House. Yeah.
That's
it took me a second to figure it out because I'm like, where did we go that night? We were at Graham's, and then we were at
Graham's, and then I went home.
Oh, you didn't go to Kelly's?
I don't think I went to Kelly's.
No, you did. You definitely did. And then Courtney. No. You shit. I don't know. Maybe you did.
I might have. Did I Uber to Graham's and then because Kelly's not far from Graham's, so that would make sense.
I think you did. I think we all went together.
This is what 20 years of hardcore alcoholism does to your brain, guys. Just be ready. that and brain damage. You combine the two, and you have basically the perfect storm. So we do have a fail of the week from Brandon, from a piper at his sister-in-law's college graduation. I can pull it up I should be able to pull it up here, and we can hear it. Also, even though Brandon sat there and watched us make the episode, I'm pretty sure we made him subscribe to Patreon. Yeah, that was a very short clip. It was about 39 seconds. It was not great. Crossing noises definitely excessive. The marching was pretty bad. I think I'm just dead inside because I've seen so much worse stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst thing you've ever seen by any means. He's out of tune. It's not like that wedding. I mean, it's rough, but there's somebody sent another one. I think I have it here. Maybe I'll send it to you.
Also, Brandon's in the chat. He says that I did not join at Kelly's place. That's good to know.
He did join, though, didn't he?
He went. I didn't go.
Oh.
Josh didn't go. Brandon did go.
Gotcha. All right. I was thinking I was on the Patreon thing.
Also, if you're in the chat right now, go ahead and subscribe to Brandon's YouTube channel. He's in the chat, and he's got more subscribers than us, I think. So, fuck it. Let's just start broadcasting on his channel.
There you go. Maybe we can get an audience finally.
maybe we can finally take off since we're down to one of the three. New merch inbound. It's just 3 chapters.
Let's see. We can pass this off to Brandon and whoever the fuck he wants to do it with. I don't give a fuck.
I've been trying to pass this thing off for 10 years. I've gotten nowhere. It could be that Titanic meme of like, "Don't worry, darling, I'm going to pass the podcast off any day now, and then it just cuts to the old lady. It's been 84 years.
All right, I got to look up his YouTube. Let's see.
I mean, it's a lot of fetish play stuff, but other than that, it's a pretty good YouTube channel.
Doesn't look all that different from Beer Boy Brad's YouTube.
All right. Lots of butt stuff.
Lots of butt stuff. Fair enough. That's right.
So that's all I had for emails and voicemails, unless you had something.
No, I think that's it. But I do want to answer a question. We do have a question in the chat. Let's see, where did it go? Rab says, Andy, any thoughts on not winning Beard of the Year this year? None whatsoever. I am completely unaware of anything that has happened in the last 4 months related to bagpipes in the world. I've gone underground, Rab, so I didn't even know anything about it.
I don't think we even knew that the Rab Show Awards happened.
I had no idea.
And it's nothing personal, Rab. I adore you, and I love your program. But yeah, we've been busy lads.
I've just been in complete burnout mode. And do not give a fuck anymore.
Fusco's been on sabbatical, and I moved and started a new job.
Yeah. So anyway, Brad, apologies. I'm just unaware. But I would love to know who won Best Drums.
I will say this: I am. He did acknowledge it in the chat earlier, but I am rocking my Big Rab Show hat, and you can tell that this is an OG Big Rab Show hat. This is not the new nice fancy ones they have now, because the center stitching versus the brim.
I was going to say that looks like it's like very basic hat.
It's like way off, so it kind of looks. It kind of looks like it looks like a old man in a field chasing off crows.
I bet you that hat was made in Ireland. It's not a professional.
Oh, this is definitely
Chinese children.
This is definitely ordered at the Tesco Pro Shop, because you can see my fingers on the center line. I mean, that's not the center line of the logo whatsoever.
Yeah,
and I adore this hat. I made sure that I packed it because I'm like, okay, this is one where you can tell it's OG.
It is so bad.
This is an OG hat.
This was not made by the same kids that make iPhones. I'm sure of that.
I found a copy of, and I saved it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I found one of our original custom ink red Chanarant shirts, like the first run we ever did.
Yeah. Those shitty boxy.
Oh yeah, I found
itchy, scratchy shirts.
I found one of those with like the original Chanarant logo and like that shitty red and like the shitty cut shirt. I mean, compared to the merch we make now, but I was like, holy shit, that's like a little piece of history.
I have, I don't wear it anymore. The old beards and glasses one. It was probably the second shirt ever made.
Oh,
but it's like armpit stained, so I don't wear it. But I have it. It's in a drawer, but I never wear it anymore. But those, or the Joe Brady glasses one.
Oh, I don't have a Joe Brady one. I do have my original black with the classic Chanarant logo on it. When we first started using a decent T-shirt company. And they were like fitted and like kind of athletic and all that. And it is destroyed. My significant other hates it when I wear it. It's got like a hole in the chest. It's got like holes down the side because I used to wear it working on my truck. Which is broken.
Wear an old destroyed shirt when you do that.
My truck finally took an extra death yesterday. I think its 9 lives might finally be up.
You've had enough of that thing or what?
Oh, I've definitely had enough of it. It's just getting back and forth to work is problematic on foot. So basically, I got it to Reno. I mean, we could tell a little bit of this story. So as most of the audience knows, I moved to Reno. I got a good job. My significant other got a good job, and Vegas is hot. So fuck it. So we did our first run up, and I had like a 20-foot box truck, 26-foot box truck, something like that, loaded up in the house as much as we could. Her job started sooner than mine, and I still didn't have a job at this point, so drove her up, got the new place sorted out. That's where I'm at right now. The new studio needs a little bit of work if you're on the live stream, but that's okay. I'll get to it. And then drove her up, got her unloaded. I flew back to Vegas. I put in my 3 weeks technically at my old job, got that sorted out. I did get hired at a new job, which was significantly an increase in my status of living. and then drove the Bronco up. And so basically, anybody who follows me on Instagram knows that I have this shitty old Bronco that I've basically just kept hanging on by a thread for like 5 years, and got it going in Vegas well enough to where I was like, I think I can drive this to Reno. So instead of getting another U-Haul and a trailer and dealing with all that shit, because I was broke at this point, like just paid rent on a house that I wasn't even living in yet, just paid moving expenses, all this other stuff, hadn't started the new job yet. So I was like, I'm fucking poor, so this is how we're gonna do it. Loaded up the things I considered most essential, including mostly bagpipes and guitars. I think I packed all instruments and no clothes. Started this fucker up and drove. It's about 440-ish miles from Vegas to Reno. Made it, thank God, with only a couple scary moments. I mean, I was kind of gliding in by the time I got back into town. And yeah, yesterday this bastard truck, like, there's a section down the street from my house where there's like a gas station, there's a grocery store. It's an easy turn off when I'm coming home from work. So like if I have to like get beer or get gas, I usually stop there. It's like a Bermuda Triangle. Every time I stop in that intersection at a business, my truck won't start. It's just like, fuck you, like not today. And it got to the point on Friday, I'm coming home from work. I'm late. I just worked like 2 12-hour days. I'm fried. And yeah, I couldn't get to start, save my soul. I tried all the tricks, nothing. Like had court come down, and like we managed to like push it into the gas station's like parking space so that at least it could sit and I could come check it out in the morning. I walked back down in the morning, bought like a new starter. I changed it in the back gas station parking lot. It was worse at that point somehow. So I was like,
do you think it might be time to?
I need like one more paycheck, and then I'll be in good shape.
Fair enough.
But yeah, and I was like, fuck. And so I ended up getting it towed. So I had it towed to the front of my house. So that is the rest of my day today, is I'm going to be trying to at least get it. If it gets me back and forth to work for like 5 days, I'm golden. Otherwise, I'm going to be going to work on a fucking like bird scooter. You know? Which I did use. It's pretty cold. And I did use one to get home because I had ordered the tow truck, and Court had her graduation, her online graduation for her master's yesterday. And I was like, I'm going to be there. Like, I'm not going to miss that for anything. So I walked down to the gas station at like 7 because O'Reilly Auto Parts opens at 7:30. I was like, got the parts I thought I needed. I'm like fucking around. It's getting to be like 10. I'm like, ooh, like shit, I got to get home in an hour. Called the tow truck. Tow truck foffed about for like, they're like, oh, we'll be there in 12 minutes. Like 40 minutes later. I was like, shit. So I called him back and I was like, hey, I got to cancel this one, and then I'll call you guys this afternoon because I got to go home because it's my significant other's graduation today. And like, oh, okay, no worries. Yeah, like what time you thinking? I was like, probably like 3 or 4, like something like that. Like, okay, cool. Like, we'll just call us back. Like, we haven't even left yet, so it's no worries. I was like, awesome. So now it's me, like, locking my truck up that I just torn apart in this gas station parking lot. I go into the gas station to talk to one of the 3 owners that are typically there. It's a very nice Indian family that owns the place. And I was like, hey, like, you guys have seen me before. I'm Josh. That brown truck that was here overnight, that's mine. I'm sorry I'm taking up a space, but I'm getting it towed later this afternoon, and I'll be right back. Here's my phone number. So, like, if you need anything, you can call me. Then I'm like, I got to get home. I got like 10 minutes to do it. So I download the app on one of these stupid little scooters that I hate so much when you see people using them to zip in and out of traffic. And I'm going, and like, it's up a hill to get from where I'm at to my house. So this thing like has all the regulators on it, and I'm just like trying to get home. I've got a backpack full of wrenches and shit that I didn't want to leave in the truck in case anybody broke into it. And I'm just like slowly puttering up this hill to try to get home. And then I parked it on the corner of my street so that no one would know it was me, because everyone in my neighborhood hates those fucking things just like I do. It's like I parked on the corner of the street, that way no one knows it's me. Send the confirmation to the app, and then I'm like walking around to get into the house in time.
Where did you get this from? I missed something. Why do you have a scooter? Where'd you get it from?
No, it's like the ones. Yeah, it's the street ones. It's Bird,
okay.
So it's like the app. So you like scan the QR code and it charges you, and I think it was like $4 for me to scoot up a hill very slowly with dangerous traffic.
Sounds good.
Well, and I had my GoPro. I was like, oh shit, I should GoPro this. And I'm like, I cannot take a single hand off of this device or I am going to eat shit hard. Like, there's no way. I didn't have like I should have brought my little head mount GoPro thing.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, so that was my adventure yesterday. After this episode, I'm going to stand out there in the cold, bundled up, and try to figure out if I can get that thing working enough to go to work this week. Because if not, I'm going to figure something out. I'll be on Facebook Marketplace for a bicycle.
So, emergency question. So I have a story to tell, but it relates to Angel. But Angel just texted me, and he just asked me, how do I call into the show?
Oh, you can send him the link.
Zoom, right? Okay. Give me 2 seconds if you want to vamp for a second.
Let's see. I'm going to go through the chat real quick. New group in the Discord, Fusco Blackout Selfie Lounge. Oh my gosh. You guys, Ray or Heather, do one of you have mod capabilities? Because I can, I'll do it. I'll do it right now. We'll get the Fusco Blackout Selfie Lounge message board.
Angel in classic Angel fashion, Angel today. He totally angeled me. And we'll explain when he comes in.
Well, yeah, and he's
right
probably
before the show. He texted me how he angeled me today, and I'm like, God damn it, Angel.
Well, he's probably going to call in like vertical video on his phone.
Oh, I'm sure he's going to be on his phone. He's going to be doing something.
It's going to be the chin up angle, and like there's going to be kids screaming in the background and dogs barking. And
oh yeah, that would be Angel. So let's see. I guess you could also Oh, there!
Called it.
There, look at that!
Called it.
He's on the fucking in the car, of course. Vertical phone. Turn your phone sideways, shithead. Angel, can we hear you? Is the question.
I can hear me.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you hear?
So Angel.
So if you guys
What
couldn't
are you
tell, by his attire, Angel is our 86-year-old Haitian grandmother.
Angel. So
Joshua.
Angel, did you call in to tell us how you angeled me today? Is that why you're calling?
I'm calling because I just missed you guys as a teen.
Eyes on the road,
That's
you
why I'm
psychopath.
Well, I'm trying to, you fucking shit. I'm trying to talk to him. I was actually trying to call Andy, and then I figured might as well call in. So, yeah, Andy, I was warming up, just playing a little bit because I only played a couple. I played twice since the gig, and that last
concert, you mean?
So I pulled them out today. Yeah, the concert, that whatever.
Okay.
So I pulled them out and put them together, blew it up, and played for a second. Took them apart. I was like, okay, that's just enough, and I'm gonna go into the thing later. And I set it on the table. A rookie move, man. I heard it go tink. You know that sound when the fucking reed hits the ground? It's like the worst sound
No,
in
I
the world.
don't, because I've never done it.
Yeah.
What have you done? So it just rolled off?
So Angel, there's no
it was
backstory here. So what's the backstory? Why is this important?
Because you got to have a reed to play back.
We have a big gig.
It goes as far back as I can remember. That's the backstory.
So you guys have a gig tonight, and you broke your reed.
No, that's not true. We have a gig in 2 hours, and I broke the reed.
Well, 3 hours.
The big difference. 3 hours, same shit. And I'm on the way. I got a meeting right now. I'm at a meeting from 1 to, I'm supposed to be 1 to 3, but I'm leaving early because I got to get over there. It's right on Tropicana. So,
so Joe Brady, when Joe Brady's listening to this call or episode later on, he's
Joe
gonna
will never watch this.
He's gonna develop the Angel Edition McClellan Chanter, and it's just a square sole, so it can't roll.
That's right.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, they need to reshape those things. They're not designed well.
It's weird. And the sole on Angel's Chanter is a triangle. That's so strange to me. It's like that. There's a reason.
You ever seen a triangle roll? It's possible. So it's not my fault that I got this misshaped triangle. They make them too round and smooth. That's the problem. And they can easily roll. My table's lopsided. My dog took a bite out of it. Fuck, I don't care. I need a new reed, pal. Or I don't play. I'd rather play though. Sounds like a
So Fusco.
What are you talking about? I signed a fucking contract. There is no you don't goddamn play.
Well, here's what I did. Because I didn't know what the fuck you were doing. I thought you were just gonna be an asshole about this. And I said, there's no way I'm calling into the show over this one because Fusco is going to fucking fire up. But it turns out Josh is the one with a little bit of jabs. So here's what happened.
Also, Angeled himself not calling into the show.
Yes,
Yeah.
Angels himself all the time.
I don't angel myself all the time. I constantly live as Angel. This is Angel. You got it, 100%. But here's the deal. I put in a Hardy read, and it was almost plug and play, but I blew it up and I played for a couple minutes. Dude, it was lined up perfectly, and everything was playing well at 478. And I thought, there's no way in hell, no matter how well I put this together, he's going to hear it and just pull it right out, throw it over his shoulder like some fucking mad chef, and then put it in his own shit. And I said, instead of dealing with his Gordon Ramsay in the middle of the win, I figured I'd call in and say, what do you want to do about this?
Angel, if you had two pieces of bread,
you want me to be
if you had two pieces of bread on the side of your head right now, what would you be?
Yeah. Sandwich.
An idiot sandwich. I thought that story was going to end with, well, I had this great Hardy read, and I plugged it in, and it was perfect. And it was singing better than my bagpipes have ever sung before, and I was ready to go grade 1. And then I just set it on this balcony while I was having a drink at the Stratosphere. And it plummeted to the earth at 9.8 meters per second squared and killed a mall Santa.
Did I tell you that Pebbles, my little Frenchie, jumped up on the chair and actually knocked it over because she doesn't like bagpipes? And I don't know if she...
Neither do you, apparently.
I haven't broken a reed in a long time.
Oh, fuck you.
Technically, you haven't broken a reed since earlier.
Yeah.
What's your definition of days without an accident, man?
Yeah, like,
Yeah, so-
Angel is full of shit right now. He breaks him. He's just the fucking craziest fucking... Dude,
I haven't broken a reed since earlier today, and I hadn't broken a reed before that since like 3 days ago.
Okay, here's what happened. Last time, my reed had just been playing it for a fucking 100 years, and we just replaced it. You remember that, Fusco? You remember that? We replaced it like a couple of fucking druggies in the middle of the night in front of your house.
Yeah, like a month before the concert. I remember, yes.
I just wonder.
That's a legitimate... I was replacing everybody's reeds, so that was legitimate.
I just wonder, like, when Adrian Melvin is handcrafting in his shop these, beautiful, amazing reeds, does he ever think that he's sending them to slaughter? Like, does he assume that he's just like, it's like Brits with bayonets storming a German machine gun? Like, what?
Hey, you give that guy a call, whoever's making these things, tell him to fucking, do better.
Hey, if you could start making them out of steel, that'd be great.
Come on, up his game a little bit.
So to give you even more backstory of why this is so fucking important, the gig we're playing tonight is leading Anthony Hopkins into a ballroom.
Oh, this is the Hopkins?
This is the Anthony Hopkins one.
This is the Hopkins gig? I was really bummed to miss that one.
Yeah.
So Sir Anthony. When did he get a sir in front of his name? God bless him, whatever.
20 years ago or whatever.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Okay.
So Angel texted me this morning right before the show. He's like, I'm having a problem. I'm like, if he tries to tell me he's not coming, I'm going to fucking kill him. And then he tells me, and he sends me a picture of his broken reed. I'm like, you motherfucker. That's almost worse.
Hey, fuck you. Listen to me, dickhead. You know the reason why I'm driving right now, I'm calling you? Is because Lucy, my daughter, who I'm with right now, she goes back to mom's on Monday. She goes back a day early today, totally understands why, because I have this important meeting I have right now, and then I have this gig this evening, or this afternoon, whatever. And, I'm going to be like gone 6-7 hours. So she'd rather go do stuff with mom. And I said, that's fine. I need to do this. I sacrificed my time with my daughter for this fucking gig. So, yeah, that's right. I can hear you crying over there.
Yes. Wah.
I can't wait.
Yeah, so I'm not canceling. I don't cancel gigs. I've never canceled.
So Fusco, the only thing you have to do to have an excuse for being a shithead is create human life. Which most people do often and accidentally.
Well,
I guess that's, in Angel's case, that's true.
I think we should just teach Lucy to play pipes, because she's more reliable than her dad at this point.
Apparently that's a great excuse to get out of everything.
Like, we should get Lucy to learn pipes, because then we won't have to deal with Angel problems.
There you go. Well,
What's
I'm not
she
sure.
gonna say? I can't make practice because I had to drive my dad Angel to the airport. Like, no, never mind. Let's just skip a generation of Ina Joseph and teach the kid.
Please. Shit.
Jesus Christ.
Track it out.
I bet she won't throw her read on the floor.
You know what? I'm going to say this formally, and I mean it. Rookie mistake. I fucked up. I'm sorry. I need a new reed pipe major. I fucked up.
So when
I
are we going to do this?
I'll play my best for you.
What are you, the little drummer boy? Am I Jesus?
Little piper boy. Yes.
But could you consider playing someone else's best for Fusco instead?
I'm your Jesus now, Angel. Are you on your way over here? 'Cause, if you're going to a meeting and
first he's selling his kid on the black market.
I'm on Las Vegas Boulevard.
Angel's going to have to sell his kid for all the reeds he breaks to afford.
Angel's going to get pulled over for fucking around on his phone on Las Vegas Boulevard.
I'm gonna order a few extra of these reeds. I think I'm just gonna get my own supply.
Honestly, that's not a
just in case emergency happens like this.
That's not a terrible idea.
Actually, I recommend this to all my students.
I'm gonna buy some of these.
We played Gilmore, by the way.
Now, Angel,
not we played Gilmore, by the way, not whatever the other one you said.
Okay.
Angel.
Yeah, I'm Angel.
So you can get back to safely driving. Is there anything else you want to say to the Chan and Rant audience on this return episode, this epic return for our crew?
You know, Josh, you were...
That was Angel, everybody. How do people still walk into that one?
To be honest, I didn't see it coming either. But, I thought you really wanted to let him just go off on a tangent because Angel is great at going off on tangents. But classic move.
Just a layup.
So apparently I have to go deal with that emergency. So we should probably start to head into wrap up here. But
I think now's as good a time as any. I gotta say it's been fantastic fun as always.
Yeah, it's been a good time. I haven't drank at 10 in the morning in 6 months. So
since I moved. It might have been better for both of our livers.
Oh my God, big time. People ask that all the time. Like, oh, Josh moved. You must be sad. I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's sad, but it's probably best for everyone. It's better for, like, we're going to die.
It might be safer.
Safer for sure.
Well, I want to thank everyone who tuned in for the live stream of this episode of the Chan and Rant podcast. And for you audio listeners, pull out your wallet, you cucks, and get on Patreon. But thank you, Fusco, for being here today. And we'll try to get another date on the books here pretty quick.
Cheers. Go Birds.